wonder what the advice you would give somebody. I mean, you're this, and I'm going to start with you, Lisa, because I think you're the freshest in this, in terms of kind of entering in, and you jumped right into the deep end, right? In the best kind of way. I wonder just advice that you would give somebody that may be thinking about this in terms of like, if you're hesitating, like what steps would you give them in the process of maybe getting past that hesitation to make a decision they can feel confident with instead of anxious about?
Right. I think with anything, when you're deciding, again, kind of what you want to devote your time to and your energy and your money, is really thinking about your reasons behind it, kind of your why. I think your why is so important in all aspects of life. Why am I dedicating my time to this? Since being here, this has kind of really, you said jump in the deep end, and it is in a way, but it's kind of, it's gotten me excited. You're not going to spend your time doing something that is miserable or that you hate. It's really important as a new person to understand that it is a safe environment. You can talk about those boundaries, the instructors in these classes, and I'm sure at a lot of local gyms and training partners, they ask before class, if we're switching partners, let your partner know. If you have an injury, like my best friend here, she's broken her nose, 5 times? Yeah. Do you have any prior injuries? Is there anything, do you need to take a little bit off? A big thing has been pacing this weekend. We have 3 days of intensive classes, And
then we're going to the tactical games next week.
Tactical games next weekend. We wake up, we can
maybe not a good decision, but whatever.
It's a great decision.
This is what we do.
But no, just communicating that with your training partners and with your coaches, just that understanding that it is a safe environment. It can be intimidating and it can be conceptually scary, but it isn't really once you're here and once you're in it, and you'll have to take my word for it kind of until you go try it for yourself. But it's a lot less scary when you're in it, and just having that experience and getting to experience all this incredible information and what you're learning in a safe environment, and then getting to directly see how it can benefit your life, how I can take these skills to keep myself safer. I say all the time, I am a happy person. I love life and I want to live it as long as possible. So staying safe and protecting my life and the lives of my loved ones is very important to me. So seeing how I can take these skills and apply it to that application, which is really important to me, is awesome. And that gives me kind of the motivation and energy I need, having been able to be a part of it, to now go home and say, okay, I'm a very busy person. I love to stack my plate with everything. But now this is something that is important to me, and I will carve out the time to do it because I can see how it's going to be good for me. So that's probably what I'd say.
I love that answer. The why, right? That underlying why is extraordinarily important, because that is the driver. That's the thing that's the compass, right? What are we trying to achieve here? That's the thing that gets you out of bed when you're sore on Saturday morning from Friday's cast, to get you here early to be ready to go again. And then again on Sunday morning or wherever else, beyond the motivation of all the things that may be included in this. But there's a mindset piece there, right? And I think a lot of times people come at this, that in a lot of things in life, but particularly in this respect, in the context we're talking about today, with a very underdeveloped why. They don't really know. And I'm going to say something. I think part of what you had something there when I asked you earlier, like, why did you come? It seemed a little underdeveloped. Like, I just know I need to know this stuff. Like, this is important. I'm walking around with a gun every day, right? Like, and a knife every day. So, but you asked yourself the question, but what if it doesn't go the way I think it's going to go? And I think that's okay, right? And that's the part of coming to these things, to further develop your why.
Yes.
No matter how much experience you've had.
Right, because I was going to say the exact same thing. This experience helps you develop that why. I now see, people can tell me that this will help my why. This will help you be a better self-defense person, concealed carrier. They tell me that, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Right. Whatever, But now I've seen it firsthand, and it is hard to take someone's word for that. Now I have seen it, and I've really been, from all these exercises I'm doing, I have seen firsthand that is directly impacting everything I'm doing in my daily life. So now my why is pretty concrete. It's getting there, you know?
Yeah, it's just one more step in the process,
Right.
the development process. And so, Sophia, I'm going to go over to you here on this one, and that is beyond like the personal things that you're taking away, that obviously practical application of, this technique, or, thinking about, risk control differently, or how you're concealing something differently, or how you might access it differently. Those are very, very specific things.